Fellow tennis nerds, I hope you are well. I am in a hotel room in Los Angeles. Been here a while, but I've been back and forth to Indian Wells, and today we're going to talk about pro player rackets. I know you like this topic. There's been some sightings, there's been some specs, so we have something to talk about today. If you have more information, you can reach out via Tennis Nerd Insta on Instagram, where I also do some weird drink reviews and other reviews. And then you can also go to tennisnerd.net and go to the contact us form there. Hopefully it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it should be working now. We start with Ugo Humbert, who I reported a while back has been playing with a head speed, a blacked out head speed strung with Laxlon 4G, which is a pretty hyped string now. We have Rublev trying it and a bunch of others. Obviously it's a very popular string. Laxlon strings tend to be super popular among pros, but 4G seems to have gone up a bit again after some players trying other strings. Speed 4G combination, but now in Indian Wells I saw that he was back to his Blade 98. For a while I thought it was a Blade Pro, but someone said it's a Blade 98. If someone can report back on that, that would be great. But it's a Blade, he's a Wilson player. New blades coming soon, a review coming in a month or so. Talking about blades and the new blades version 10, some of you might have tried them already. I try to always play ball with the brands. I don't want to ruin a launch. I will always be honest in my reviews, whether I need to kind of be harsh on something or be very positive. But I have been working in marketing myself. When you plan a campaign and someone leaks stuff, it's not fun. So I'm trying to play ball and publish things according to other media embargoes, even though it might hurt our Tennis Nerd YouTube views. We have some players who are already testing or switching to them. This is pretty rare that a player on the pro level actually upgrades his or her racket to a next generation. They usually stay with what they know and maybe they test it and they go back. But for Wilson, this is a positive sign. We have Jakub Mensik already on the V10, and we have Arina Sabalenka already testing the V10. She might stay with it, might get her a bit more power. Will be curious to follow the story and will be fun to test them, but you have to wait until mid-April before reviews should be popping out, at least on Tennis Nerd. Talking about Wilson, they have a lot of things cooking in their tennis lab. They have the famous P rackets, the Pythons as we call them. They will be called something else. P98, P100. I've tested those. I cannot publish anything yet due to what I just mentioned. However, they are pretty much everywhere on tour. We have seen Khachanov, we have seen Korda, we have seen so many players really popular on college level. I went to visit the USC campus here in LA, and there were a lot of Pythons, so to speak, and very exciting launch. I'm sure Wilson will crush it this year. Wilson Babla will be a tough race between arrows and Pythons and blades. Will be great for consumers because I think all of these rackets will be excellent. So it's really up to you to demo and find what works for you. But thanks if you watch my reviews on these rackets together with my fellow tennis nerds who help me from time to time. But we can start with the specs of Khachanov's P98, which sound light to me. They've been for sale at a for sale site. Usually these pop up on We Are All Tennis Nerds. The Facebook group has like 33,000 members. Most people are not on Facebook anymore, but this group might be worth joining. I struggle with time to moderate it, so you have to really check like the auto admin rules and try to follow them, because otherwise your ad or whatever post you're gonna do does not go through. Pretty strict rules there, but it's just to manage the whole craziness of social media. So strung specs for Khachanov's racket sounds almost like unstrung specs of the past to me, but these are what is reported. It's 321 grams, 33 centimeter balance, so balance seems to make sense. It's a grip 3, 1820 pattern, swing weight 319, super low. Remember the days when people used 350 on average, kind of. 62 stiffness. So an 1820 low stiffness sounds very logical considering he's coming from the Blade Pro, which is also called H22. But it looks like he's reduced the weight somewhat on these P98s to maybe get more control. Obviously this one is a bit more powerful than the Blade Pro, so that might be the thing. It might not be the 100% exact specs he's using. This guy's, it's a Blade V9. However, it's Karen Khachanov. This is a kind of unique one. Eric, is it, what pattern is this?
It looks like 1819.
See here with the side grommets here. 1819 H22 Blade Pro. Never had one in my hand. I think maybe something he tried before he moved over to the P98 to get a bit more pop, maybe a bit more lift. So we're gonna hit some balls with it, see if we can hit a good ball. We're fans of the new P series, but H22 Blade Pro is a brilliant line of rackets as well. So fun to try for sure. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned if you want an update on this story, but those are the ones I've seen. So allegedly these are the specs. Pros are going low. I've talked about this topic many times before. Talking about light pro stocks, we have Lerner Tien's Ultra 98. This is the Ultra mold, and that is just like shrunk down. So it's like the Ultra 100, but in a 98 square inch head size. It's not the Ultra Japan edition, Ultra Tour that I've already reviewed. So this is the spec. Unstrung, okay? Strings out like 20 grams. 307 grams, which is pretty fair. 31.3 centimeter balance, also sounds logical, but 281 swing weight. So the swing weight is lower than I would think it is, maybe because the player who's selling these have removed the lead tape on the sides. I am not sure about this, but this would be my guess. Maybe with the lead tape on the sides, it should be around 290, which is still very low. For a pro, it's usually what you would recommend, like a pretty good intermediate player to play with. So you're getting the specs up to around 320, 3 to 5 strong swing weight. I think that's an excellent swing weight for most players. And now the pros are also going there because they swing so fast and the game is so fast. But might not be exactly his specs. Could be though. Not unlikely. If you have information, you know where to reach me. I also got some messages about Taro Daniel, the Japanese player, moving from the Babolat Pure Drive to the Yonex E-Zone. I've reported about this in a previous video, so I'm not going to dwell on that. Also, kind of fascinating is that Alex Mikkelsen is playing with the Aero 2023 cosmetic. However, it is an Aero 2026 racket. So Aero 100, 2023 cosmetic, 2026 racket. Almost the opposite what they usually do. And I think this is the best Aero, the 100 square inch. As you might know, if you've seen my reviews, I am more of a fan of the Aero 2023 when it comes to the 98 square inch edition, but that could be my muscle memory just feeling so much in tune with the 2023 version. But the Aero 100, I think is a great upgrade in the 2026. That's about that. That's the update. Pro Player Rackets. If you've seen something more, please reach out. I hope you have a nice day and don't forget to play some tennis.